Hey, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Sarah, and I'll be sharing my history with fountain pens while I set up my pen journal for use in future videos. Journey with me as I take you back to the late 2000s to meet preteen Sarah. At 10 years old, I wanted to be a manga artist. Among the many things I wanted to be when I grew up, being a manga artist in Japan would be the dream I held well into my late teens. I had read an artist interview in Shoujo Beat where they talked about tools of the trade. Mechanical pencils, a dip pen and ink, screen tones. I'm not sure why it never occurred to my 10-year-old self that some manga is drawn traditionally, but my world was changed. I remember thinking, I draw with a pencil, but what are those other things? I would read on to the latest chapter of Nana, but I kept this newfound information in the back of my mind. Reading Shoujo Beat was my inspiration to level up my drawing. I wanted to be a manga artist and live in Japan. I had to be good. So I thought, it'll be easy for me to get better at drawing because I love to draw. But I don't have any of those tools that the artist mentioned. Where could I get them? My mom, supportive of my ever-evolving interests, took me to Michael's, where I grabbed the first dip pen and ink set I saw. I ripped the packaging open as soon as I got home and found the nib was scratchy, I couldn't hold the angle right, and the ink was goopy. It was such an unpleasant experience. In my early 20s, I met someone who liked fountain pens. Early in our relationship, I tried their fountain pen but found this experience unpleasant too. Looking back, it more than likely was a user error. I could have been holding the pen wrong. It could have been out of ink. Or maybe it wasn't the right kind of paper. Whatever it was, I turned my nose up at it. I blamed it on being left-handed and left it at that. I remember this time fondly, however, because this was a turning point in my life that would lead me to be so interested in fountain pens. I wouldn't pick up another fountain pen until 6 years later, after dropping out of college for the second time. The depression I was experiencing with my college courses became tenfold after dropping out, because I loved college. I loved to learn, but I had this issue with my focus where one assignment would take me 8 or more hours to complete. It was too much for me. But one thing related to my fountain pen history came out of college. From 2020 to 2021, I studied Mandarin Chinese. I self-studied the first year, but only got to a mid-beginner level. In 2021, I decided to take classes for my language credit in college because I was already learning the language and wanted to start a degree program for teaching. I had started training for TEFL, or teaching English as a foreign language, earlier that year, and wanted to get my degree to increase my chances of teaching English in China. In my first year of learning Chinese on my own, I didn't focus as much attention as I probably should have on writing the characters. In Chinese class, it was mandatory to practice writing characters. This would be my favorite assignment we did. My professor complimented me on how beautiful my Chinese characters were, and that was the end of it. I had to do well. I spent hours practicing. And when I dropped out, I felt I had no reason to keep practicing. I didn't even try to study after that. I gave up. Once my pity party was over, I thought about how much I liked practicing my handwriting. Paired with my descent into the nature side of TikTok and my desire to go outside and touch the grass, I searched one night for the perfect pen. I wanted a pen to write field notes, practice handwriting, and use in a daily journal. But because I didn't know what to look for in a fountain pen, I searched best beginner fountain pens and found my dearest Pilot Metropolitan. Did it turn out to be that perfect pen for me? We'll just have to find out. Had I not experienced any of this, I wouldn't be here making this video. I have fountain pens to thank for effectively rerouting my life back to what matters the most: my self-expression and creativity. Before we put a pin in this conversation, let me know, how have fountain pens affected your life? I invite you to share with me some of your favorite things about the hobby. Or tell me about a different hobby that changed your life for the better. Now that my pen journal is set up, I can't wait to fill in each page with you. If you're interested in what journal I'll be using and where the cover came from, do check the description box for details. Thanks for watching.